nigga. You got beat by a nigga who quit.
Kids, fuck them kids, Milan. I'm a big
die. The thought of pink nipples drives me insane. Oh,
You are now watching Zoom In with the homies.
What's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of Zooming with the homies, man. We apologize for starting just a little bit late, man, but we had to get some stuff together. Told you we're working on some things, man. So got the music. We're working on the track, the Zooming with the homies track. We're trying to upload that. Couldn't get it quite uploaded, but you guys will see it next week. So trust and believe, we got great things coming for you. We got a fantastic show about to kick off. Let's just jump right into it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the No Shirt Phenom is here. He actually has a hoodie on this time, not just a shirt, but a hoodie on this time. He's been working out over the vacation, so he's actually at 9.5 abs right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's a husband, he's a father, he's an actor, a writer. He has a brand new show out right now that you guys can check out on the Kev on Stage app or on his YouTube page. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the amazing writer, fantastic comedian, Mr. Keon Poley. Bam, 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 bam. What's going on, sir?
With the dope intros, with the heartfelt intros.
Hey, man.
Making these people think I'm somebody, man.
Mm-hmm. They know who you are, baby. Okay, I'm hearing feedback on somebody's side. Anybody else got a browser up? Was that you, Adee?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't think so. I don't hear it anymore. So I think we're good now. All right. How you been, man? How was your holiday, Keon?
Oh, nigga, there's a reason I got this hoodie on. I'll tell you that much. I did nothing but eat and drink for the last 2 weeks. Nothing.
Keon, listen, I went crazy on that time I took off from Zooming, brother. I'm paying for it slightly, but I mean it's getting back together, so it don't even matter. I know you're gonna have yours off in like a day and a half, 2 days, probably, right?
Oh yeah, I started back Monday. I definitely
I
started back Monday.
Okay, well, God bless, guys. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, it's his first time on Zooming with the homies. He is the light-skinned player from the Himalayas. You see the beard. The beard gang out here is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. But he had the beard, making it cool before it was cool, before you cool cats and hot dogs knew what it was. He was already doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, he is from LA. Okay, he does shows all over. I thought he was from San Diego because he had 16 rooms going on down in San Diego. You might have seen our commercial. We got a tax commercial running through LA right now. And for the past couple of years, this is my dog. Y'all put your hands together for the comedy stylings and hilarity of Mr. Adee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I've been waiting, bro. I'm like, let me go and jump on here with my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Man, there are certain people that could just hit me directly, brother. You know you're one of those people, man. It was definitely my head and not my heart that you hadn't been on the show prior to, man. But you're here now, and that's all that matters, man. We're going to have a blast tonight, brother. I appreciate you pulling up.
That's it. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? And I love what you're doing, man. And I stay watching you. I may not be watching you, but my peripheral is strong.
Okay, I dig it. Now you got a grown kid, right? How old is your daughter?
Oh, man, I got 3 kids, man. I got a 33-year-old ex-NFL player. I got a 23-year-old. Happy birthday to Mariah today. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Mariah.
Mariah in Miami turning up. And you might have seen her on Smothered. We got the TLC. The show TLC Smothered, yeah. And my youngest is 17.
Hold on, I missed that last part. Somebody turned on something. Go ahead, do that last part one more time, Adee.
Well, I got my youngest daughter is 17, so I got 1 boy and 2 girls.
That is, man. There it is, Playboy. I hear you. Thank you for being here tonight,
you
man.
Didn't know that?
We're excited to have you.
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
I knew he had grown kids, and I couldn't remember how many, so I just said a grown kid.
Yeah.
To play it safe, because I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3. But now we know. That's why he shining like that. He said an ex-NFL player. You see?
Right.
And so his son had all the plans to take a lady to all the dances and all the NFL parties. He's like, nah, player. I'm gonna be with you.
You already know. He'd be like, Dad, you got a table already. I'm like, yeah.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, she is back for her second time over the shining. You know what I'm saying? Representing New York City to the representing New York City to the fullest. Ladies and gentlemen, amazing comedian, very beautiful woman, out here doing her thing and living that black girl magic life. Put your hands together for the hilarity that will ensue, which is Miss Onika McClain.
Thank you for having me. I love this show. I was like, hey, Tahir, how you doing? Remember me? And he was like, all right, bitch. All right. Would you like to do the show? Yes, I would like to do the show.
Yeah, super good. Super glad to have you here. You signed on early. It sounded like you was in a subway fight, though. I was kind of worried. I was about to ask you.
No, I had a show, so I was leaving my show, and then I was like, I gotta get to my ring light.
Well, we're glad to have you here, man, and I hope the show went well. So we're about to kick it off. We got one more person in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to put your hands together for my dog. This is my brother right here, man. He got the cigarette, ladies and gentlemen. You see what's going on right here. Ain't no games being played when a Newport come out. He is a creator. He's an actor. He's a director. He's a producer. He's my dog. He's a father. He's a husband. But most of all, he's an outstanding comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the business acumen, the comedy stylings, the fatherhood and leadership of Bishop Kevin Montgomery Frederick.
What up, y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Had a long day. Got these 100s going.
Him trying to smoke doesn't even look believable. Like,
come on, man.
It does not look believable. Does not look.
You know you don't do it.
Listen, Kev, how was y'all? We've already talked about how was your holiday for the people that haven't had a chance to catch up with you.
It was terrible. I stayed in Los Angeles. I didn't do any flexing of travel. I couldn't fly first class anywhere. We couldn't even go to San Diego. We was trying to get a little hotel in San Diego, and then they hit us with the only emergency responders and people could be in the hotels.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, you had to do the Airbnb. We did the Airbnb in Vegas, and that was the way to go.
Call me, Kev. If you ever need to come to Dago, don't even trip.
Not
I got an air mattress in New York.
No exaggeration. Kevin, if you ever need to go to San Diego, you need anything there, I always call. I call Adee 2 weeks before my trip. Hey, brother, I'm coming down there. Any way you can get a lion?
I got you.
Really?
I got you, Kev. Don't even trip.
Well, shoot, I should have hit. I wish I knew you earlier, man. I ain't do nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Zooming with the Homies. We got a fantastic show for you guys. Because of the new layout, it's kind of hard to see the Cash App. So what I'm going to still ask my guests to change your name to your Cash App. Adee, I'll change yours for you.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask one of the MooreMods if you can put all the Cash Apps in the chat, and I'll go ahead and pin it to the top, and people can do it there. Next week, I'm going to have a banner that goes across the bottom, and then all the Cash App will be there. It'll automate on its own, and we'll just have that going. So right now, again, we're working through it. So, you said what? Oh, it is fixed now. Oh, snap. Thanks, Kadeem. I appreciate it. Well, that was... Oh. Okay, cool. Well, you put the Cash App in, and Kadeem will change it. So he's doing the typing on the other side of it. So shout out to Kadeem for doing an amazing job. Kadeem, you can keep mine as MooreMods this whole show.
How do I do that?
I'll change yours for you, Adee. What's your Cash App?
It's ADEE Worldwide.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you right now. Play ba.
Like, bah.
Play ba. Worldwide. And we are good to go. All right, man, let's just jump off. Onika, what did you do for your holiday? How was it? Did you get anything that you liked, that you love, what you blessed the kids with? Tell us all about it, babe.
So what did I do? I was gonna buy my children like good gifts, like I was just gonna go all out, but I've been quarantined with them for a little while, and I was thinking about how they don't clean up, how I gotta like keep on putting the toilet paper on the toilet roll. I ain't get them nothing. And I know they was pissed off about it, but you know what it is? It's like you feel like a little bit of a sucker. So I was like, I ain't getting them nothing. So I didn't get them nothing. So I got meat stuff. I went to the outlet. I bought me a YSL clutch. I bought me some boots. That's what single people do. Single Black women, we buy stuff, exorbitant gifts that we should not really buy. And then we be like, because I deserve it. I work hard. So that's what I did. Yes. And then for New Year's, I went to my homegirl's house because she's single and she ain't got no man. And we just sat there and we were saying how this year we going to get a man. And that's what we going to do.
Were y'all drinking wine when y'all was saying that?
That's what we do. It's always wine. It's always wine. We looking young in the face, old in the hands. Your hands be old as hell. Like Black lady hands, we be old as hell. And we be like, girl, let me tell you something. You remember Charles? And then that's it. That's what
I picture like 4 or 5 empty bottles of wine, glasses everywhere, and Cash just like, I hope she gets somebody in here fast.
Do you remember Charles?
No. Hey.
Because Charles loves me. Because Charles always love you. But the thing about Black women, why we stay single, because we think we better than what we are. That's what we think. We think that, you know, my stomach used to be flat. It's not flat anymore, girl. Like, it's like you don't have the same value, but we still like,
y'all try to sell us on the 2010 version. We're like, no.
From 86, they like, you cannot sell it from 86 the same price. It devalues, miss. And I'm like,
young face, old hands might be the first thing I heard this year.
Young face, old hands. My hands is old. I say I gotta mess with young dudes with my hands in my pocket because I don't want to buy no Jordans. You know, you don't want to buy no Jordans. They don't call me Miss Nothing. I'd rather somebody call me a B than call me Miss. You know, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing: you got the hands of somebody that works hard, and that's what people love. We like a good hard worker.
Is holding on to Jesus. He dries out your cuticles. Is what he does.
All right. Well, praise God. Praise God. Keon, what you get the kids, man?
I'm just tired of them. Like,
I seen your kids yesterday, Keon.
Oh yeah, she told me. She said y'all was shooting something outside of Whole Foods.
Yeah.
She was over there getting because he needs special bacon. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, she goes there because he needs a certain kind of bacon, and these niggas, like, they don't do anything. And I'm just like, how do they get everything? Like, they have and it's 2 of everything because nobody wants them to fight. And like, it'd be one person's birthday, the other one's getting gifts. Like, it's just crap. There's a bedroom in my house that's just full of toys. They have a whole room to themselves with just toys, every outfit from Ghostbusters to Turtles to every Marvel. Every day they're a new character. And they don't play like when we were growing up, you grabbed a damn blanket and that was your cape. You know what I'm saying? You put on footy pajamas, that was your suit. Yeah. They have the actual suits. They have they playing Ghostbusters. There's no fake accessories. No, we're gonna get the real pack. And I'm telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, they don't need all this. And she's like, yes, they do. I'm like, that doesn't, and that's just it. That was just, there was no back and forth. She was like, yes, they do. And they just buy them stuff. My dad, they're 3 and 5. My dad bought them 3,000 Lego pieces. Why do they need that?
Listen,
they can build a jail.
For what? They just have stuff, and it's just everywhere, and I just don't like that.
Listen, man, that's what grandparents are for. They're specifically for spoiling the children. You just got to get used to it, and just know they're gonna get better stuff than you. Number one, it's cooler stuff out now than it was when you were growing up. That's number one. Yeah. Number 2, they don't care about you for real. Once you turn 18, they don't give a shit what you do. Parents don't care. They just don't want money from them.
Last time my parents cared about me, was when I was in college because they knew I had nothing. So that was when they was like, you need a care package, you doing all right out there? Like, and since then, they just don't give a damn. Although my mom did give me an air fryer for Christmas.
Oh, and skillets and stuff. Now you got an air fryer and you got a special thing. It's fine for you, Keon, but for the kids, it ain't fine.
Hey, I work hard, you know what I'm saying? I got the young face and old hands. Like, I be going through it.
Yeah, she probably got the air fryer for free. You know how you get those free gifts?
Yeah.
Free gift.
He had two of them, so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna give one to Keon. He looked like.
What she got is a microwave at first, and we was like, Mom, we don't even use a microwave. So she made me return it to Amazon, and then she got an air fryer.
You don't use microwaves?
Huh?
You don't use microwave?
Nah, we have a toaster oven, or we heat everything up, or we use the air fryer now.
Really?
They are Whole Foods. You know they are vegan. They probably don't eat meat.
That's why he ain't got no lines in his forehead, though. Look.
That's true.
That's from the microwave.
Lines in the forehead is because every nigga thought he could get braids, and then it stretched his scalp out. That's why we all got.
No, I was a Jerry curl nigga. I didn't mess with them braids. I was a Jerry curl nigga.
AD, I can't figure out how old you are. You look my age, but you got a son my age, and now you say you got a Jerry curl.
Listen. The Jerry curl juice is preserved, and that's
I used to have a Jerry curl too. I used to have a Jerry curl.
Look, I've been bought a long time, Kev. You can't even, you know what I'm saying? My shit won't even grow in patches.
Really?
Yeah, it won't.
So it just don't grow?
It just don't. Like I got, what is it, alopecias?
Alopecias?
With the peaches?
What is it?
Alopecia.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like a girl from the hood, though, right? Alopecia.
My mom still gives me gifts like I'm a teenager. My mom put $100 in my account for Christmas. It was like, I put $100 in your account.
Yeah. Like,
my mom asked me for money.
Yeah, I mean, she does that too. It does that too. But it was the way that she said it. I put a little something in your account. Like,
like a little $40.
Yeah, I take it. I take it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be gas or something. But yeah, it is.
I cashed at my kids. Everybody got 500. There you go. 500.
There you go.
Go.
Ain't nobody gonna complain about it.
Yeah,
ain't nobody gonna complain.
I'm not gonna be in the ball buying stuff that you really don't like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And parents are good for that. Parents will buy. She like, I asked for this last year. You know what I'm saying? They got a new model. So I'm like, nah.
Where did you get your kids, Kev? You gotta unmute yourself.
We got them a trampoline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a trampoline. We did a gift exchange with Angel's kids. And they got like Zay got he got some lights. All the kids his age, they're doing the lights for their room.
Yeah.
He got the light. He thought it looked like VIP room at the club in there. I'd be in there hey man, what's up in here?
Listen,
it changed the colors and stuff. It was like $20, bro. He was, oh my bad, go ahead, Tahir.
I was gonna say, I told you about remember my daughter said she woke up in the middle of the night, she saw a figure in the house.
Oh, right? The ghost?
Yeah, they go, right? So she has those same lights. I figured it out. It wasn't a figure. She hired a nigga to do security outside of her room because her room looks like a club too. It was that nigga in a zoo suit standing outside her room.
Yeah, so they got that. Joe got a couple games, and then one of our homegirls and her fiance got the boys a PS5.
Wow.
And I had been trying to get it, but unless you're like, unless you're you have the bots right now, I don't know how regular people were getting them. Isaiah was trying to stay up late to get them, but he was waking up at 3:00 in the morning and he had no shot.
If you don't have a bot, it's no way. I was trying since November 12th when they first released. So I just went to StockX and gave them 1,000, man. I had to. I'm too old. My thumb is too big, man. I can't do all of that.
You gotta get whatever you want and what makes you happy, AD. Ain't that right, Kev? Because what you get yourself?
Listen, that me? That's what I got myself.
No, Kev, what you get?
Kev can't hear you.
He can hear.
So,
Kev, what you get yourself for Christmas?
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
You're not gonna tell it.
Come on, man. Come on,
Kev,
man.
I couldn't really.
So about those young men, Onika, what was it you were saying? It was the wine and stuff?
Kev, what you get yourself, Kev?
I ain't get myself nothing, man. Mind your business. I don't want my business all out on the internet. Just mind your business. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
It was already on my Instagram. Most of the people.
I don't care. I'm not confirming. I can either confirm or deny those allegations. I ain't getting nothing. My son got a trampoline, man. Hush. That's all you need to know.
That trampoline, I saw that trampoline. I text Kev immediately, like, you know, we coming over.
Yeah, you know, when we was younger, if you had a trampoline, you was like, well, shoot, y'all parents must have did everything right in life. Like I don't know how much trampolines cost in the early 90s, but none of my friends had them. Nobody of our hue had. It was always my white friends. This is not race. This is just the truth. It was only my white friends that had trampoline. We didn't really have a trampoline backyard in our life. We didn't really have backyards, period.
Backyard?
Nah, we didn't have. Most of the time, we was in apartments. That's why I didn't believe in Santa. I was like, we live on the first floor. He's not. I just refused to believe Santa was coming to El Paso. I'd be like, I'm good off this city. And even with the time zones and magic, I was like, there's no way he could get it done. I don't believe it. I didn't buy it for a second. I was like, we ain't got no chimney. We live in an apartment complex. There's two for him to personally do. If they would have said, hey, he sprinkles the gifts and they come through, okay, maybe. But him personally getting out the sleigh every time, ain't no way.
Even as a kid, I was shitting on fat dudes, and I was like, there's no way this dude is doing it. He doesn't have the stamina to do this from house to house and not get tired. And he's old? Nah. I don't know. If it was a young black dude that like looked like he ran track, I might have believed it. But an old white man? No, that's not happening.
Yeah. I remember one time.
Let me tell you what, poverty makes you a realist. I was just looking around like, man, nah, bro. Shut up.
Yeah, we get on the bikes and ride down the street real fast to see if maybe Santa could hit all these houses. And we couldn't do it on the bike, so we were like,
he can do it on the sled.
If we can't do it on the bikes, ain't no way he's doing it on the sled. And you gotta get the animals going every time. Like you finna just park, do the neighborhood, then like nah, man.
He got the reindeers parked idling. They idle. He got the hazards on. Rudolph's nose is doing this, so he just got the hazards on. He could have did it. He gets some way.
And my parents used to mess up. They would send us to the room, be like, go in your room and play real quick, close the door. But of course, kids is looking on the door. We see them bringing the presents in. Yeah. So I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And we live in an apartment too. I'm with Kev. I'm like, he's not fitting through. It's not coming in here.
Ain't no chimney, period. I never had seen a chimney anyway, ever, except on TV.
He had to come through your oven.
Ain't no chimney in the projects. It's not. It's a
Santa coming out the oven.
Yo, him the visual of a fat man coming ass first out of an oven is.
And plus, my mom and them was.
What'd you say, Kel?
I was just saying, my mom and them wasn't going for leaving no food out. Like, bro, you get roaches and ants and stuff. We're not finna be leaving no milk and cookies. No,
if you leave food out one time, you'll get roaches. It's 3 cookies, Mom. It's just 3 cookies for 8 hours. It ain't even like a whole 24 hours that we leaving these cookies out. It's 8 hours, and we gonna get roaches that fast? We already got
45 minutes. You had them water bugs.
You already got them if they're gonna be here that fast, man. Cut it out.
I had seen flying. We didn't have them personally, but I had seen flying roaches when I was growing up.
Oh, yeah. That's some Southern stuff for real.
That was like, there was an abandoned house we used to go play at, and one time we went in there, and it was like infested with flying roaches. It was like a whole pestilence.
Is that cockroaches though?
They were flying cockroaches, yeah.
That's the black ones with the brown tint.
Yep. They had them tinted windows on the thing.
Look like a new Benz.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to do this thing. Me, Kel, Tony Baker used to tour. And on tour, I used to do this thing where I put these luggage tags, baggage tags, all through their personal belongings.
You used to.
I was wondering
did that on Tuesday, Tahir.
You did it to me, and I've never been on the road with you. You did it to me for no reason, just in passing.
Sacramento that one time. So yeah, you got it too. That was the night that Kev found it in his shoe. Tony Becker had a couple of
snap, Keon, you were there at that show.
In Sacramento?
When we were all in the back room, it was Keon there?
Oh, I pulled up to Oakland.
Yeah.
Oakland. It was Oakland.
Okay, that's what it was. It was a good time, man. And when I went to Vegas, so I was able to acquire a couple more baggage tags, and I ran it back, and it brought me
I believe you flew to Vegas just so you can get the baggage tags. You did not have to. You did not have to fly to Vegas.
I was wondering what the hell that was. I was like, where are all these tags coming from?
Tahir is just like we had a little mini shoot on Tuesday, and I called him yesterday and was like, everybody else just got in their car and went, but not you. You couldn't just get in your car and go. You was like, let me just pack a fanny pack full of destruction. Like, why don't you just, why you have to do that?
A fanny pack full of destruction.
Nobody else left with violence on their hearts.
So how long have y'all been doing this?
We haven't been doing this, Adee. Tahir started this, no lie, and I'm not even exaggerating. Tahir started this in 2018.
Oh, this has been going on 2 years?
This is the third the beginning of the third, or 2018 or 2019?
2018.
No, 2018 on our first tour. He stooped so far when he roomed with Tony and Josh or whatever. He took all Tony's stuff out of his suitcase, drawers included. Touched the man's drawers, Josh's drawers and clothes, and switched their suitcases, but packed them neatly. He took that much time to repack them neatly. So wow. They went to get ready for the show. They opened their suitcase and the other person's stuff was in there.
Wow.
You're a villain, man.
It's just unnecessary. And it was unprovoked. It wasn't like we started pranks and stuff. He just started doing that. No retaliation. He just started doing that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Make sure you keep your stuff closed around to here.
You think keeping your shit closed gonna stop me, nigga? Is that what you really think? You really think that?
Hey, that's the only way you can
Adee, their doors were locked. Their doors were locked in their cars. I still got in no car. You think closing your shit is gonna stop?
Damn. It's hilarious. You
don't have to go to the restroom, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be waiting when you go to the bathroom to attack your clothes. That's what I do.
Tahir impossible. Damn.
I'm in it for the long haul.
Pranks. You gotta do some pranks. You gotta do some pranks. You gotta do Tahir pranks. You gotta do that.
I'm gonna call 7-Eleven and tell them to take out all the hot dogs into Tahir life. No more dogs. Tahir gonna have a breakdown. What am I gonna do for breakfast though? And he's just gonna sit there and have a stroke.
That's a cold thing.
And you know what? It's for me, it's minor inconveniences. Like, I'm not gonna prank you, like move your car out of the parking lot and have you go outside and have a heart attack. I like the minor inconveniences, like the baggage tags. Kev, I was telling him yesterday how I used to hold people's elbow. Remember, I used to hold your elbow when we were on the plane?
Yeah.
And he was like, that doesn't bother me. 45 seconds later, get your hands off of me, stop. I'm like, nope. It just keep going with it. Just those minor inconveniences. Those are the things I live for. I love it.
So did you do this when you were younger? Did you?
I had to fight when I was younger. I didn't get to play.
Oh shit. Okay. I know you like it, so I know how that works. Beige rage.
This is me living my second childhood.
Do you do it to your kids? Do you do it to your kids?
My daughter don't like playing with me. She don't like. She don't really like. I mean, like video games sometimes, but if I start winning too much, she'll quit. We used to be really cool with music because she liked a lot of the music that I like. Like she liked Smino and No Name and things like that. But then she got into K-pop like as of last year, so she don't even really listen to the same music I listen to no more. So we kind of just pass through the house like roommates. Like they pay, but y'all ain't really cool, so y'all don't really talk. You know what I'm saying? Like you really say excuse me when you trying to get by because you really don't want to like bump them. Like that's kind of high. It's a little tension. It's a little tension.
What'd you get for Christmas? What'd you get her for Christmas?
What I get her? She wanted some gaming computer, so we got her a gaming laptop.
Okay.
And then she got an Oculus. So she was straight. That's what she wanted. She wanted a game, so she got a gaming computer. She got Oculus.
Yo, that Oculus is crazy. I remember when we were young, it'd be like, yo, it would be dope to like be in the video game. And that Oculus, you feel like you are in there. Like I had it wasn't Oculus, but the PlayStation has their version. It's not as dope as Oculus, but they had the boxing game, and you'd be legit like kind of winded. If you know, to fight for real, you really got to be punching, ducking, dodging and stuff, backing up and all that stuff. Bro, I was really like low-key sweaty. It was lit, man. It was crazy.
Workout.
No, I got the brakes beat off me. This man, we was fighting Drago. He was beating us through the ropes. I was like, I understand now. This man. By the way, Drago really killed Apollo Creed in an exhibition match. And I don't feel like we talk about the fact that it wasn't even a real, they was just supposed to be having fun. He killed that man.
They supposed to be slap boxing.
Right.
How you know they're slap boxing?
Bro,
he held him up with the
it was only listen, it was only $500 on the line. They both got paid $500. There wasn't no title on the line or nothing.
Apollo lost his title, right? Rocky had his title.
Apollo was retired. He just came back to do this for fun.
Oh no! I gotta read.
And he died for fun.
Adee, you remind me of Suge Knight so much. Every time you talk,
I'm playing the role right now in Andre Rison's biopic. So.
I see a bad moon rising.
hey, I'm telling you, Kev, I'm killing them. If they don't cast this cat straight out of Compton, they said they're gonna give it to me, and I'm ready.
They should, because you look like them. Like,
hey, you got a brim? Hey, did you got a brim?
Did you look at my TikTok? I don't have but like one follower, but I got a video there where I'm in jail, and I got it's called Ask Suge. So it's like a Dear Abby. So people write into prison and ask Suge questions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is Suge still in?
Hell yeah.
Is it for running that dude over?
Yeah.
Remember when Suge lost all the fear when that little dude knocked him out? We were like, well, dang, that was actually quite surprising.
Look, that looked easy.
He literally and he knocked him out cold, and I was like, well, that kind of kills the whole Suge thing when you get knocked out cold.
Hey.
And then he put the glasses on in court. Like, hey, man, I can't even see, guys. Come on.
Man, it's so crazy because his neighborhood, because I'm from Watts, so his neighborhood is on the opposite side. So just growing up, seeing him around and stuff like that. But it's worse when you get knocked out, because then ain't nobody scared of him.
Right. Because that knockout word travels fast.
Quick.
Getting knocked out is like when you bomb on stage. People you don't even know you like, yo, he bro.
I heard about
people like
you the headliner and you bomb. Because you the bully and then you bomb. Like, it's a lot. It's worse than the headliner bomb. If you got 15 minutes and you bomb, it's all right. But if they came to see you,
man, I done seen some L's taken in my day, and I done taken some. I took one on Thanksgiving. I took a huge. I keep your distance.
You shut up.
Tahir, I'm dead serious. It was not live taped. It was the one that for Thanksgiving. It wasn't live.
I was there.
Then you saw me bomb. This is not.
That's the homie right there.
This is undisputable evidence. It was a massive bomb. My only thing that saved me is it wasn't taped. And while I was bombing, I was like, well, I'm going to be cutting this out of them.
You hate that? You be like, this joke works every time.
Yo, I'm telling you, the worst part, the only thing I can attest it to is like, if you were, Keon probably can know this more than I don't know about you.
No, Keon has never bombed. So
no, I'm not talking about bombing. I'm talking about Keon is a hooper, and I know when he was in his prime, he could just put his mind to do stuff, and his body will respond. He could probably dunk, finish with the left, play for 4 hours and not feel nothing. Now he go play for 4 hours, he gonna feel it. So
Boy, that's
the worst
generous.
thing about a comic is when you're bombing with good material that just isn't working that night for whatever reason, and you're like the reason I bombed so bad, partly because I was cold, audience was cold, but the jokes were so rusty. I couldn't remember the ins, the outs.
Oh yeah.
And I had I tried to go to a closer material, but it's a buildup that gets you into that thing. You can't just go from I just sat down to a closing bit with no strong setup. So I had to read the pandemic comedy outside of the club. You got to rethink your whole approach. It's not the same as and I don't even feel like I took stand up for granted because I loved it and performed as much as I could. But I guess taking it for granted is the only way I can say it. Like I could go to TAHIR'S and work out and just kill with off the top stuff because I was just in my rhythm. But I've been out of rhythm for almost a year.
Right.
A long time.
Yeah, and
I feel like crazy because you can't use the same premise like you said. You can't come, how you build because it's no vibe. It's really no vibe, and that's the worst thing in the world. It's like walking through your house with the lights off and you just moved there.
Right.
you like, where the hell am I at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keon, how has it been when you've been out? How was it when you were out? Was it last weekend or 2 weekends ago?
Me?
Yeah.
I was just about to talk, doing Keep Your Distance, which I am thankful for. Thank you very much. But being in a club again and being able to do 45 to an hour every night and catch my rhythm, I almost hate that people saw me on Keep Your Distance because I was like, no, I swear I'm better than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I was in Phoenix, so I took an extra show to knock off. So I took a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Thursday was New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Thursday went really well though, but by Saturday, there was no set list. It was just, I'm in and out of my set. I'm back at I felt everything come back and I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because I had like we said, we're out of rhythm. And so after the 2 Keep Your Distance and whatever, I was like, I don't think I'm good anymore. I don't.
Yeah. You start
low key, Keon. When I bombed, I sat down. I sat down when the next comedian was there. Was reevaluated my choices in life. I was like,
bro,
because when you have 45 in live, and I bombed before, but it had been a while because I was never that out of rhythm. Okay. Yeah, when I was getting ready to go on tour, I was like, yo, TAHIR, let me pull up to $5 Wednesdays, balling on a budget. He was like, bro, pull up as much as you can. So I'm always right. And then there's having a full audience also helps because there's more people to potentially laugh. Keep Your Distance is when you first start, it's 10, 15 people. So and most of them people are comics who, even if they think you're killing, ain't gonna laugh hardy like a paying customer who's your fan. Yeah. So I feel like when I get back out there, I'm gonna be like a doggone battle-tested person because I've been doing rooms of 12 people cold, literally cold, it's cold outside. And I never, weather plays into it. I never figured that. But when we was on tour one time, Real Comedians, we were there and the AC was broke. And it was 100 and
I'm from Rayford. That's right outside of
yeah. The audience, it was one of the worst shows ever because people were hot and uncomfortable and nothing's funny when you're sweating.
Nothing was funny.
You're just bro, it's just hot. And when it's cold, you're tight. You're literally tight because you're cold. So you're not as able, you're not as able to laugh. And that's just not the same, thing. So, keep your distance 10, 12 minute set, which is great. But 45 minutes, even if you bomb, you can get them. You can be, okay, that don't work. Let me get into this.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Let me pull this.
But it was just everything was just even so I did my first probably 30 was all new stuff because we ain't been on stage like that to work out the new stuff. But even how that started hitting after 2 shows, you would have thought I've been doing this material because it was just I was just back in my and I realized I was telling Keenan because I brought Keenan with me and I was just bro, when you're doing it, it's so easy when you're doing it right. And you notice the huge break. When you take that big break, you're I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going.
Bruh.
I'm trash.
And thing that my bad if I'm talking too much.
Go ahead.
No.
The thing I didn't realize is how much we naturally adjust. When you do a joke that hits and you see the audience hit, your mind takes a picture. Okay, say that word next time. And then you got to show most of the time later that night. Okay, that worked again. Then the third show of the weekend, by Sunday, a bit that was 2 minutes might be 5.
Yes.
So our Real Comedians tour, our Real Comedians tour, man, by the 6th, 7th weekend,
Amen.
I'm like, it's like getting into playing shape.
Yeah.
So then I get new material and it works on Keep Your Distance. And because a lot of my audience comes to a lot of shows, I can't even run that joke back. So I'm like, the good part is I'm building a lot of material. Some of it is pandemic related that won't be valuable. And I've never been much of a crowd work comedian. I've always just went straight to my material. But now I really got to work on that part of my game because people is not finna go for them same jokes they paid for.
Same thing. That's when you host the show. You can't do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to
keep
say
you on your toes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Keep on. You got to Adam.
You just noticed that just now?
Yo, I'm like, how did he get an Adam's apple? I see all kinds of people. Nobody has an Adam's apple anymore. How you get an Adam's apple?
I couldn't be a tranny if I tried. I couldn't be a tranny.
Just so everyone knows, that's an antiquated term that we use transgender now.
Transgender, but I mean, I don't really see people with Adam's apples anymore.
Keon got an old school Adam's apple. That's your father's Buick Skylark Adam's apple.
Right. Listen, you don't see them a lot because the inventions of beards, and most of these niggas got fat necks.
Okay, because I'm like, Adam's apple.
Yo, my Adam's apple, I ain't seen my Adam's apple since at least 2002.
Oh, so it's like a clavicle? It's like a clavicle, like when you lose weight? Okay. All right, thank you.
Bro, ADD put up a video from 2 years ago, and I thought they photoshopped it because your face connected straight to your neck. There was no chin.
I was a fat boy. I was like,
when? I honestly was like, when did Kev look like this?
Was it when I was wearing the blue 411?
I'm 4'11". So this arm, I gained so much weight in this goddamn coronavirus that this arm is bigger. I put on the blouse, this was tighter. And I was like, how this arm is bigger than this arm? And I'm like, I got one arm doing like this. Just doing like this.
She grubbing.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Everybody's saying that the connection is going crazy right now. They say it's a crazy lag. I'm seeing it on my side. It looks pretty. Yeah, it keeps lagging for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I'm talking to Kadeem right now to see if we can fix it or if there's anything that we can do tonight. But
yeah, she just disappeared like she answered something wrong.
No, I'm trying to check my my Wi-Fi to make sure it's not me.
Oh no, it's not you. It's the whole thing is doing it on YouTube, so it's not you, Onika. It might be Zoom. Zoom is acting weird, so we're figuring it out, guys. This is
subscription mode.
I'm trying to move to see how much it is lagging.
Yeah, when I look at it, I don't see anything on my side.
If you look at the small thing, Kev, look at the one with Tahir. Yeah.
The small thing that just gives you the
Yeah, don't do that no more. You move my table, my nigga. He almost knocked my drink off. Hold on, Kev, don't do that shit no more.
Oh man.
Yo, that was very funny. That was
glasses.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, them glasses.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about a lot of your material in your set. For some people, will have to change because, if you have I had bits about going out to eat at restaurants and stuff like that. A lot of that's going to change now. Going to the movie. You imagine if somebody's whole set was a movie. If you had 20 minutes on the movies, bro, it's it's crazy.
I mean, you'll still remember the movies though.
You're gonna have to ball it up though.
You understand the concept, but it might lose its relatability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
think
what I'm saying. Not a
go back to the movies again?
Listen, I'm not tripping. I like watching movies at home. The only ones I'm gonna miss are big action movies. Like I don't want to watch Avengers on my laptop or my TV.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you said. Because you want to be in the ambiance.
Yeah.
It don't.
There's no more places to take people on dates. Like all these women my age that want somebody to spend some money before they get the goodies. It's just over now. You gotta cook. It's horrible.
You gotta cook.
I'm gonna take you to Bed Bath & Beyond to get you some lotion for your hands.
Give me some body scrub. Give me some body scrub and 2 candles. All you gotta do is give me 2 candles and a body scrub.
We playing hot hands.
Yeah. I got a little alopecia problem right there, like alopecia right there. If you can get my edges to grow back right there, oh,
we got something for them edges, girl. You know better. How tall is she?
I'm 4'11", I'm fun size.
Ooh, yeah. 4'11".
It's funny because people always think I'm short, and I think it's only because they only see this much of me. When they meet me, they're like,
videos.
Yeah, they're like, oh. Because right here, we all look the same. We all look the same size.
Kev, this is what I do for chicks. I tell them to go walk by their door. So I can see what's around them. And that's how you can tell how tall they are, how wide they are. Like, ooh, that's a normal door. Okay. That's why they got that 7-Eleven though, because you run out of 7-Eleven.
Hey man, your son.
That's a normal door.
That's a normal door, huh?
That's a normal door. Ooh.
Yo, that is hilarious, dog. Oh, that man.
Ooh, that's funny.
I forgot. Oh, Adee, we were on coming to the Heart of the City, right?
Yeah.
Same season?
Yeah,
Same
season 3.
Yeah, season 3.
Y'all be on TV, man. That's crazy.
I tell you.
We did all right. I want y'all to check out The Smothered on TLC though, with me, my daughter, and the ex-wife. Y'all gonna like that.
On TLC?
Yeah, it's right after 90 Day Fiance.
All right, Smother.
The Smother?
Yeah. It's my ex-wife and my 2 daughters.
Is it a movie or a show? You got an episode?
It's a reality show where the mom smothered the daughters. They take the baths together and stuff like that.
Let me tell you what, okay, y'all gonna make fun of me. This is just gonna be the truth. First of all, I was like, you said TLC, I heard Food Network, and I thought this show was about gravies and barbecue sauces and stuff. I was like, okay, so y'all be putting stuff on pork chops and stuff. Okay, tell me, is it like a country gravy for the chicken fried steak? You didn't even say Food Network. My fat mind said, oh, definitely, this is a whole show about gravy. And for some reason, Adee is on this show.
Kev, get your ass out of here. This nigga
I'm dead serious. I was like, okay, so y'all got you go to North Carolina, you got the sweet barbecue sauce. You go down south, you got the vinegar based. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Mushroom gravy.
You know, they got the onions in it. Onika, they put the onions in it, and you know, hey, we home free now.
He over there dropping the spices.
I
was all kind of interested. I was about to ask, so you own a restaurant in San Diego? What kind of smother y'all, what y'all do? I ain't even lying. I kid y'all not. I was all in on the gravy show.
I'm not messing with you no more, Kev. We done. We
was at this restaurant in San Diego that made a barbecue spaghetti with brisket in it. You remember this here? It was a soul food restaurant that had just opened in kind of like the downtown area of San Diego. Some black dudes, they had all this black art on the wall, and they had a barbecue spaghetti with brisket. And I was like, come on, y'all doing a lot. And then we ate it, and it was lit.
It was good.
I'm
was
trying
amazing.
to find out where that's at.
Oh, that don't sound good.
How long ago, Kev?
That probably was our first tour. So 2018, sometime early 2018. They had just opened.
Oh, that was the place with the windows. It was laid right out to the street, right?
Yeah, they had them big bay windows.
Yeah, it had the cigar lounge right next to it. Yeah.
Damn, I can't think of the name of that place.
What city was this?
How'd y'all meet?
San Diego. Me and Tahir met at All Def. I had saw him or seen him on stage at what was Jeru's room called?
Inside Jokes.
Inside Jokes. I saw him at Inside Jokes. He had this really funny gym joke. You ain't done that joke in a while, Tahir. I want you to bring it back. But he had a really funny joke, and then he had auditioned for the drop. And I remember him from the Inside Jokes. I saw him a couple times. He was really funny, and he was one of the few people that did a different story during his audition. We had like a Matthew Knowles story, maybe a Bill Cosby story, and something else. And I feel like I think Tahir did Matthew Knowles, maybe.
Yeah.
He was like one of the only people who picked that, and he made it funny. And I booked him, or we hired him at All Def, and then they had laid him off. Don't bring it up. It's a whole thing with Tahir.
Yeah.
And then we went on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And Keon,
They
I
didn't
feel like I
actually
met
lay you off.
Keon through Tony. Was it through Tony or All Def?
Well, Tony, you were about to do a sketch with a woke character, and Tony was like, I got a boy who already does it, and then y'all have in
the Kofi dude you do.
Yeah.
What was that character's name?
Akbar Shabazz.
Akbar Shabazz. Yep. I did a thing called Racist Reggie, and then I was trying to use more people. And Tony told me about Keon. He used to kill with that. We wanted to use Keon more, but he was a good father. So he was like, man, I got the kill.
Bro, when I tell, like, because people be like, you know, how come you wasn't in the All Def, like, beginnings? And I was like, honestly, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know Kev. So I didn't know Kev was a father. I didn't know, you know, all these people up there had kids. So I was like, I can't be bringing my kids up there. They're going to be like, he's unprofessional. So when they was hitting me for stuff, I was like, I can't come. I got my kids with me. Like, I can't do nothing. So they just stopped hitting me, rightfully so, you know what I'm saying? Because I was never coming.
Yeah.
And then I brought them up there one time, and they're like, we'll watch the baby. Kev was like, I got 2 kids. I was like, this whole time y'all had families and nobody.
Bro, his kids used to be running around. Like, it was great. I love kids, so it didn't make me no never mind.
So I started bringing them up there because I was like, well, hell.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And then I met Adee. I had done an episode of Zoom with the Homies, and he told me to stop doing this. And that's when I was like, okay, he cool. And then I met Arika the same show.
Kev, we met before that. You just don't remember.
Oh, God. That is literally the worst thing that ever happened.
That's why I ain't fucking with you. See, there you go. There you go.
Did we really, Adee?
See, that's that, Kev. This is what you always do. You always say, and Adee, I can't remember where did we meet at the first time. You always buffer.
But what if he would have just said we never met until right now?
No,
I know that's what you messed up at.
Tahir, you introduced us, but it was in passing. Remember when we did the Madden stuff for the video games at All Def.
At All Def, yeah, he came up there and did something when they were doing All Def gaming.
Yep.
You played?
Yep. I lost real quick.
That's why he didn't remember you.
That's why I don't say nice to meet you anymore. I always say good to see you, because if I'm just meeting you, it works. And if I met you before, I'm off the hook.
Yep. That's what you say.
Adee, where we meet? Playing hoop?
Hoops. Yep. It probably was it at the Chocolate Sundays night?
I think it was the first one.
The first one.
The first one. I tried to do it again, and I got my face scratched, and I said, well, I'm retired. That's it.
Wait, you got your face scratched at Chocolate Sundays?
No, the LAPD versus Chocolate Sundays comedians.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing a different Chocolate Sundays. I just did the stand-up. There was no violence.
No, we went out there playing the police, so I was like, I was scared because I had warrants at the time. I was like, this nigga might pull me over.
You cross somebody up and they're like, turn around and get on the ground.
I'm at the free throw line. He's eyeballing me. He's like, hold up. Nah, I didn't come back for the second one either.
I came back for the second one and I'll never do it again.
Oh, okay.
Do you still hoop regularly, Keon or Adee?
I do. We just won the 40 and over, the Drew League. Well, actually, right before the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, I still go.
Man, I can't do it. I remember
not as fast.
Last time I did it was on the sketch.
Was the show?
And before that, it had been maybe a year.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember when I was at my son's basketball practice, probably like 4 or 5 years ago now. And his old dude, they were practicing half court and I was playing 20 or just shooting around. His dude and his son came, 14-year-old Mexican kid, like, hey, y'all want to play 21? I was like, oh, sure, man. I ain't played 21 in a minute. And this kid, Mexican kid, crossed me up. I opened up to you know, close down the lane and my hip started hurting. I was like, well, I went and sat down and took my shoes off and I was like, that's the last competitive basketball game I played. He crossed me into pain.
How tall was the Mexican dude?
He was short.
Come on.
But he's that's the thing. When you get older, now I remember when I was younger, I used to be hooping at church and family reunions and older dudes would be like, man, I can't even fool with y'all young kids. And now I get it, man. They got too much energy. They want to run and jump and be fast. And I can't do all that,
rebound,
man.
All of that. Like,
I want to rebound and you want to tip your shot in and stuff.
I knew
I got time for that.
In the 40 and over,
I go hoop. And then before the game even started, I'd be like, yo, I'm just here to run up and down. All right.
This how bad it is.
You're working on your sugar.
I'm just trying to get the heart rate up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Get the heart rate up.
40.
You're working on your sugar. They working on
the heart rate. Nah. Once you get over 40, the ball bounced off the rim one time. And the ball hit the ground and didn't nobody get the motherfucker. Like, doom, 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 doom. Everybody's like, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm telling you. I don't do none of that super active stuff. I walk strong 4 miles a day, and I might do 7 sit-ups.
2 crunches.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody in the comments said, I've literally never seen Kev be good at basketball, and they ain't even wrong. Because the time that I go from playing to playing, it be years now.
It'd be so long.
It be years. Like I have literally don't even play. Like you would have had to see me literally 15 years ago. Like I haven't played basketball it do not come back like that quickly. Like I might die. If I play 3-on-3 for an hour, I might pass away.
If you play regularly, if you played all the time and you played, because when I was hooping before Keelan turned, Cotty wasn't working at the time, so I was able to go 4 days a week to the rec center down the street. And after going for like a month or two, them 21-year, I was giving them the business. Yeah, because I had got it. It had came back, and they started like, where you play at, man? Where you come?
Bruh, I remember when I used. Yeah,
it's just once it go though, like the layoff, it takes longer to come back. And I was like, but you get it back.
Man, I been wanting to play and stuff, but
if you hurt something, if you got to get your meniscus, you got to get your ACL. There's no time for that shit. Nobody has time.
Literally, Onika, I really be thinking about that because I tore my ACL and never got it healed. Like I would if I really tore my ACL right now, that would ruin so many things I got going. What am I trying to prove? I got a treadmill. I be going hiking. I just get my heart rate up.
Kev, fuck your MCL, meniscus. You tear your Achilles and see how you
man. That's a career ender. Even for high quality athletes. Right. That Achilles, absolutely. Man.
Yes. That's really why I really only participated in competitive eating because like I couldn't hurt myself too much while sitting down. The hot dogs were there; they were already bunned. I had water to soak the hot dogs in. It was a lot more safe, And my insurance wasn't gonna be mad at me, So
I just got insurance.
Yeah, don't play with your insurance on that. Yeah. That's my biggest Achilles. The other stuff
you got insurance. You just got insurance since all death.
Just got insurance.
You wild for the stuff that you be doing. We was on tour last year before last, 2019. We had 2 SUVs because we had a group of about 9 to 10.
Do not bring this up.
Kev is hanging on the side of the truck. He's on a running board, holding on to the roof rack, hanging on the side of the truck while his brother's doing this in the parking lot. Melissa, his wife, wasn't in the truck. They recorded it, right? Melissa saw the recording, was like, Can I talk to you for a second? She hit him with what he hit me with when he fired me.
My brother was trying to be funny. He almost hurt me for real.
Woo!
I was trying to ride slow because we was in a hotel parking lot. He decided to really ram the gas, hit a speed bump. I literally fell off and was like running at the same speed the car was going with. I was like, nigga, are you killing? What's wrong with you?
And Kev is already injury prone, so that's not a fun game to play with.
Keon, my foot still hurts from the hike fall. That's the other thing about aging, bro. When I was young, I used to roll my ankle. It'd be the size of a baseball. I'll be hooping next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I rolled my ankle almost 6 weeks ago, and I still don't have full range of motion on my foot.
You know what happens though? You know what happens? When we're younger, you just do everything, and you don't realize you need to stretch. We don't be stretching. So like when I do go hoop, when I was hooping, I couldn't just show up and they'd be like, "You got next?" I'd be like, "Absolutely not. I'm gonna sit over here and I'm gonna get all the
Listen, Keon, I was trying to block Keon's shot. I was trying to block his shot. His arm went up to do a layup. His arm went up to do a layup. He wasn't dunking, AD. Went up to do a layup. I tried to hit it down, hurt my shoulder. This happened weeks ago when we were filming for the app. It still hurts.
That was in October, Tahir.
That was a while ago.
October.
That was a while
so
ago.
Tahir, I just want to say in that episode, somebody pointed this out to me. Tahir played Keon one-on-one, and Tahir got the ball first. Tahir never got to put the ball on the ground. Keon stole it from him. And Tahir never touched the ball. He didn't even, I can see you getting beat 3-0. That might happen to me versus Keon. But I would get one dribble down.
Yeah.
He never even got in the triple threat.
He held the ball like this. Keon popped it out, and that was it.
Let me tell you something. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Why you doing like that, Keon? You know
he winning that challenge. It wasn't gonna win me no money. I wasn't gonna get no superlatives at any award shows. I don't care. I don't care. This is what Keon went to college for. I went to college.
That's right.
Went to college for 10.
Tahir went to college on the second floor of a Staples. You know he wasn't hooping.
I'll sock you out in front of your kids. Say I won't.
Somebody went on the second floor of that Staples. They went to a closet. They was like, "Oh, my bad." And Tahir was in there doing school.
Kev accidentally called the ladies of Apple Kappa Alpha Alpha Phi Alpha because Kev doesn't like black people and he doesn't like HBCU.
That's a lie.
Wow.
It's not a lie, Onika.
That's not a lie,
It's
though.
not a lie.
First of all, the reason that happened is because
they offered Kev a full ride to an HBCU, and Kev said, "I'm not going to school with them niggas."
Listen, first of all, one of the reasons I made that mistake is because Stomp the Yard did not use real fraternities and sororities. They was made up. Thetas is not a real thing. I was in there like, yeah, we repping Thetas. They're like, that's not real. And second of all, I was nervous to hear it was all the black people in Washington, period, all the Greeks.
Being all judgmental, thinking that they better than you because you ain't pledged.
Yes.
That's what it means.
I had no cards, AD, but I was sweaty. It was a whole thing. I was a new comic. I thought I made the grave mistake of thinking anybody cared to see what jokes I had at a step show. No one cares. They just want to stroll, have a good time, see people they ain't seen.
Their little steps.
Do their stuff. I would argue that they were more intense than at an HBCU because the black people in Washington never got to do black stuff. So they were even more serious, I would say, than an HBCU. And I didn't do a doggone black event for like 7 years after that. I had PTSD.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, Kev. Them strolls is the reason why I didn't go to HBCU. Because I was like, I wanted to go to a black college. And then I was at my junior college and I was like, I think from here, I just want to go to a black college. And my boys took me to the Circle City Classic, right? So I was like, oh, this is dope. This experience is dope, whatever. We went to a party after and I'm in there, trying to get on these chicks, whatnot. And the stroll started and everybody had to stop. And I was like, why do we have to stop? I'm trying to smash. Why do we have to What's going? The whole thing just stopped. So somebody could twirl a cane around, and I'm like, nah, I don't get to smash because you want to twirl a cane. That's stupid. Oh, so I was done.
Yeah.
So you changed your whole college play.
I played basketball. I felt like that was my fraternity. You know,
right.
Like I'm going to be with the white girls.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I went to school in Missouri, so I was like, all right. I went to Columbia in Missouri to hear.
Yeah.
So everybody was pledging. I was like, look, I'm from Watts. A nigga ain't telling me to do shit.
Me too, huh? I'm so
how tall is Adee? How tall is you?
My waist. Sorry.
I'm 6'6". Nigga ain't gonna have me in no baby diaper with a bottle with 4 other niggas. No.
Knock down the wall. You got
hell no, I'm cool. Y'all stop, y'all stay out of here. I'm stopping, I'm straight out of Compton. No.
This was crazy. I felt the same way as AD, and I felt that way about the military. I felt that way about anything. But I sit here and think back at some of the stuff my coaches told me to do, and I just did it. I just did it. You think about the stuff your coaches. I got called a cunt in front of my mama by one of my coaches, and I was
God.
I was like, I ain't playing hard enough. You right, coach. You just
let me tell you something.
You know what it is, Keon? You just made me realize it's what matters to you. Basketball mattered to you. It didn't matter enough. AD was like, this don't matter enough for you to yell at me, but AD, if you was from the streets and somebody told you to do something, you might not want to do it. You probably would do it though.
Gang culture is true.
Yeah, gang culture. I'm sure not. Kendrick Lamar he didn't want to run up in the house. He was just like, we got to do this today, and they was like,
yeah.
Nah, I understand that.
And I was in Air Force ROTC in college, and I was like, first of all, once I realized they told me we all got scholarships. Once I realized everybody don't get scholarships, I was like, oh no, I won't be doing any of these airplane things. I'm not wearing the. They was like, you got to memorize all these airplanes. I was like, I will not. They're like, you got to wear the uniform in class. I was like, first, bro, y'all trying to get me killed. Like, I'm black.
The blue on blue.
The blue on blue to here with the Burger King hat. I was like, nope.
Listen, we had Air Force ROTC at our school too. We also had an aviation program. I think I told you that. So if you did 5 years at the high school, you actually came out certified. Like you can go work at Boeing right out of high school because of the program. And yeah. So, but like you would make
you gotta get left back?
Huh?
You gotta get left back because high school is 4 years.
That's what I said.
That's the thing. So you have to do an extra year of high school. And so like, kids, they petty. So they was like, weren't you supposed to leave last year? It's like, yeah, I remember.
He was the first holdback.
Listen, he finna get out of high school making 100,000. We roasted his goof ass for being here extra year.
Hey.
So the last year, if you did good grades, what other classes did you take? Was it all aviation?
It was all aviation because you were literally studying the engines. You were studying all.
So it was like you were basically getting a trade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you do like simulation flight and that kind of stuff?
I wasn't in the program. It was you had to like because I went to.
Tahir was in the air fryer program. It was a different thing.
Yeah. I learned how to put air fryers together. Wait, y'all just not getting on this. I've been on air fryer technology since 2002, baby.
I need to agree with my shit. Y'all trick.
Yo, I heard the air fryer is just a rebranding of a convection onion.
Convection oven.
Why don't we just leave that word alone, everybody? How about that?
Hey, I want to tell. Can I tell y'all a funny story? What happened to me in college?
Yes.
Okay, I was a shooting guard, so I shot anytime I got the ball. Right. So my coach put me in the game, so I was at the scores table waiting to get into the game. So I knew I was getting number 10 out. So another kid comes. And he sits next to me. And I said, I'm going to get number 10. I said, who you going to get? He said, I'm going to get you. Yeah. Like he knew I was going to fuck up already. I was like, man, I quit. He said, I'm going to get you. I quit. I'm like, man, I ain't playing for you no more. We was talking about basketball the other day, and a dude asked me what was the most embarrassing thing that happened to me on the court. I said, shit, I got subbed before I even got in the game.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's crazy.
So the coach, why did this coach even send you up there?
I don't know.
Because he looked like shit. I
was an asshole though. I'd be bagging on niggas at the free throw line like he too ugly to make free throws. You know, I didn't take it serious.
Where'd you play? You played college ball at Mizzou?
Yeah. 96, 97.
Who was the coach then?
Norm Stewart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was Norm's last year.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
You got a coach fired, huh, Adee?
Forget it.
This is the kind of people you bringing in here. You out.
Negroes. I am sick of these Negroes.
Just put the high school in the chat.
Light skins in the dark.
Yeah. So I put the link to my high school in the chat. I don't know if they still have the program right now because obviously school's not in, but you can go there and do your research and see it was a 5-year program. I'm not lying about that. I don't always be lying. Y'all act like I do though,
Tahir.
Yeah, you kind of do.
You do.
What was that?
Yeah, you can put my link in here too. Put my link in. I went to Fashion Industries High School. I never went there. I just went to 9th grade, and then the rest of the years I was in the lunchroom braiding hair. You can do that. You can Google that.
Damn.
I was an entrepreneur.
What city?
New York.
Oh shit! I'm a Knicks fan.
I'm not.
No, you're not. Nobody's a Knicks fan.
I'm a Knicks fan.
No, you're not.
No.
Yes, I am. We 5-3 right now. Shut your mouth. AC, baby.
Julius Randle been hooping, they said.
He balling.
He balling.
He came in with a different attitude this year.
No fans is in the stands.
I tried to go to a Knicks game one time.
It's no different. It's no different. With no fans being there now or no fans being there during the regular time, it's still the same.
Comedy. When there's no fans, it's different. It's different with no fans.
What if that was the reason that Knicks been bad this whole time was because they just have trash fans? Like, we don't want to play for them. Like, now that they're not there, like, oh, let's get out here.
Exactly.
Like,
yo, the Knicks fans might be bad energy, Keon.
Yeah, Spike Lee is the bad energy.
You know how you be around somebody that got bad energy? You be like, man, I gotta get away from this.
Yeah. Hey, AD, Tony Baker said. Tony Baker said you really are a Knicks fan. He just said it in the chat.
No, I am. Die hard.
He said.
Yeah.
How did that?
When you start following the Knicks, AD?
Yeah. How did?
Listen, I used to love the Lakers, right? So I went to Pat Riley's basketball camp when he used to coach the Lakers. And he made me one of his assistants. So I was his assistant for 2 years. And then when the Lakers fired Pat Riley and he went to the Knicks, I'm a kid. So I'm going where my man go. You know what I'm saying? So then they brought the light-skinned John Starks in, you know, Ewing. We had a team full of light-skins. I was like, cool, I'm with that.
The Knicks were good a couple of times. They were good those years. The Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell Knicks, I used to love them. Allen Houston, one of the most beautiful jump shots ever.
Ever. Pure. Thank you,
Patrick Ewing was never light-skinned, though. I just want to...
He's talking about John Starks to here.
Oh, no, he said Patrick. Okay, I thought he was saying Patrick Ewing, too, when he said he went.
No, but what he said was a couple, and I was like, Oakley, Ewing, none of them. None of them. Anthony Mason, none of them were very fair-skinned, did they? No, that wasn't a thing. Just Starks. Starks was an outlier.
Starks was an outlier.
He got Onika,
you still getting your haircut? Where you get your haircut at, Onika? Why your line look crispy?
I just got it yesterday. My barber's open. We open.
Black women with low haircuts always put men to shame.
No, the only thing that's shut down in New York is indoor dining. Everything else is open. I just did a show, and what they did was they had it on the roof, and it was a retractable roof. Well, it was inside, but it was on the roof, so we did the show.
That's gangster.
You can't do comedy indoors?
No, well, indoor dining has shut down.
Oh, that's right. All the comedy clubs, it's all indoor dining.
But what we do is we do it in the parks, and we do it. It sounds like we
ain't it cold though right now?
We got coats. You know how New Yorkers are. I just did a show.
Man, we had a show in New York during the Nor'easter, and I was certain nobody was gonna come.
Sold out.
Sold out. It was That was our first year, I believe. When the wind destroyed our sign. It was snowing. One of our comedians was riding the bus from Virginia up, and his bus driver was just like, "Nah, bro, we're not gonna make it." Yeah. Another comedian was flying in. His flight got canceled, but people came. They rode the train.
Wow. And we did 2 shows.
The best parties in New York is when it's raining. When it's raining outside, people is gonna pack the club. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like in this mindset of it don't matter the weather. Like I guess we go with the post office, no matter it's rain, no snow, no sleet, no what. Like they're coming out. It was packed. The show that I just did before I came here, it was sold out.
Wow.
Can I ask you a question? I want to ask you, because you live in a cold area. I heard, because I did a show one time, and they were telling me that when it's cold out, people actually go to stuff more because when it's nice, they want to be out doing stuff.
People want to be outside.
Cold,
right?
Yeah, when it's cold, they be like, well, let's pull up indoors.
The shows in the summer don't do that well, but when it's cold outside, it's packed out because everybody's looking for something to do, period. All the time. Like think about our train system is always everywhere. People have cars, Uber, everybody's always going somewhere. You have to be out. You know what it is? I've been to California and the energy is so cool. The energy in New York is more anxious. So you always looking for something to make you feel good.
Can you say Uber again?
Uber.
No, you didn't say it like that.
What'd I say?
You said it was sexy the way you said it. Uber. Uber.
Are you Trini, Onika?
No, I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Rayford, North Carolina. People always be like, are you from Africa because I'm black? First of all, no. I'm from down south. It's black people from down south too. Sorry.
Somebody said it in the comments. Somebody asked in the comments, is she Trini?
No,
There's a lot of West Indian people in New York.
No, you know what it is? Because my name is Onika and Nicki Minaj, her name is Onika and she's from Trinidad.
Oh, shit.
That's what it was. When I went, I performed at a show in New York and it was, it's one of the Caribbean islands. It was their Independence Day. It starts with a G.
Guyana.
No, not
Ghana. Not Ghana. Ghana's in Africa.
No, Ghana's in Africa.
Oh, yeah. Athlete education.
It's only Guyana. That's it.
It was just basketball in college. It was just basketball.
Guyana.
You didn't go to class?
Grenada. Thank you. Somebody in the comments said it. It was Grenada Independence Day. And I did not realize how many West Indian people are in New York. It is popping full of West Indian people from Trinidad, Jamaica, Grenada.
Brooklyn is a lot of West Indian people.
The show was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so if you're in Brooklyn, it's going to be mostly West Indian people because they come to like Brooklyn. But if you go like to Harlem, that's where the southern black people are.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's so crazy that when the black people fled the South, that's how the black people got to LA, to Chicago, to, it's either that or the military. That's how black people got anywhere outside of the South. They were fleeing the racist South, Jim Crow South, or the military, they got there because of the military and they just stayed there.
Chicago, Watts, all the places that it was like black excellence. So the South went to the excellence. And then people that from the Caribbean, they had no idea. They was just coming to America. So they was just coming to wherever the black people were different.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
But I live in Bed-Stuy, so it's a little different.
I remember my first time in New York, me and my brother were in Bed-Stuy. And there was a thing called a dollar van. They still got it?
Dollar.
Bro, I have never seen something as clever as this. You pay $1. The dude opened the door with the van with a rope. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry, closed it with a rope. You opened it and they basically ran kind of along the lines of a bus.
It's so illegal. They don't have no insurance. If you get in an accident, you are messed up. Yeah,
bro, it was the best black thing ever in my life. I was so proud to be black. I was like, I love us. It was quicker than the bus.
We had them in Watts too.
Really?
It's called the bucket bag truck.
A what? What's
the bucket bag? This how it go. They sold fruit and vegetables. A bucket bag, back outside again. Oranges, apples, greens, rice, squash, carrots, cucumbers, anything you want. A bucket bag, back outside again. And he drove in a big ass van selling fresh fruits. Well, I don't know if they was fresh, but everything was a buck a bag.
Fresh-ish.
Now this one, you the one Kev talking about, you got in the van. They were basically like,
Yeah. It was like an MTA. It was
like Uber.
MTA.
It was like Uber and the bus kind of in one. They just kind of did these routes, and the black people put us onto it. Like, you just want to hop in here for $1. It'll take you down here. We was trying to go to Junior.
Here to hell.
Oh shit!
That was like, hell. It was so long. You can go so far for that $1. Mm-hmm.
What
It was
the hell
great.
was that? That's the Underground Railroad.
You still have it, but they charge you $2 now, but they still call it a dollar bill.
Inflation, man. Low key, I'm kind of mad at myself because the last time we were in New York, we were there for 11 days because of the tour and the way it worked out. And I was super frustrated. I was like, New York is loud and I'm tired. And it was just a lot going on. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. There was jackhammering. And I was like, yo, what is happening here?
Yeah.
And this year I didn't get to go to New York. And I'm like sad now. I'm like, now I should have just shut up.
When are they going to be done with New York? Every time
Never,
I'm
Kia.
building stuff.
There's always scaffolding.
It's just,
They
when
will
will it be done?
Every time I've been there for 20 years, always scaffolding.
Always.
Always
It's an
scaffolding.
undercover drug operation.
That's what they do.
Undercover drug operation.
They gotta gentrify the whole thing, so they gotta kick all the black people out of their brownstones and make sure they get.
And I've never passed a church that isn't being worked on. I'm like, the Lord ain't blessed y'all with this church ain't
the
done
building
yet.
fund. The building fund. You know what a building fund is? The building fund in the church. They it's incrementally. Like it's a slow
It's
process.
just never done.
No lie, Onika.
It's on time. He comes.
My childhood church in North Carolina, I went to lived in Fayetteville from probably about 5th grade to 8th grade. Building fund every week. They just tore down the old church and built a church. I'm 37. So I have proof that
That's the building fund.
if you stay around long enough, it just might happen.
Oh my God.
yo,
Wait, so you was in Fayetteville? I was in my family is from Rayford.
Yeah, Rayford right over there.
Mm-hmm. My family's from
Rayford, Austin.
My father was in Rayford.
In 2019, FedEx incurred $9.8 million in fines and 146,019 violations for parking.
For parking?
Parking.
As a whole company?
Everywhere?
In New York. And just in New York.
$9 million in parking tickets?
9.8, basically $10 million in parking. Now that's FedEx. UPS, according to New York City Department of Finance, UPS paid around $23 million for 348,890 violations.
How do they have parking? They're not even stopped that long.
Scam. It's a scam. So what they do
They wait for them to park and hop out, and they run right over to that truck and they put that on there, dog.
It's the parking meters. The parking. So recently, during the pandemic, there weren't any toll bridge operators. So there weren't anybody to be there if you didn't have an easy pass to help you pay. So you would have to go through. So they'll let you go through. They'll send you the ticket and then $100 fees.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's nobody's even talking about that. But my homeboy said he paid $7,000 in those toll fees. Yes, because each of the tickets have $100 fee attached to it.
But what's the toll? How much is the toll?
$15, $20.
Oh my God.
So what they doing, and nobody's even talking about that. That's the craziest thing. Nobody's talking about that. But they just, like in New York, that's how they make their money. They make their money in tickets. They make their money in tickets, sanitation.
LA's like that too. I firmly believe the whole point of street sweepers in LA is just for tickets. Because if you've ever actually seen a street sweeper, it don't do nothing.
Just kick the dirt around.
It just moves the dirt from where it is back to the curb. It's only for tickets.
Yeah.
They can't get they can't get speeding tickets nearly as much because of all the traffic generally. So the parking tickets, when I first moved to LA in the first week, I had like 5 tickets. They will literally give you parking tickets at 12 o'clock at night. I was like, oh, you can't park here after 11 or till whatever the time was. But I'm like, it's the middle of the night. Nobody's going to be out here. These mugs really was out here at midnight giving you parking tickets.
They have this thing called Nighthawk. In New York, they have these things called the Nighthawks, and they give the tickets at night. That's what they do. It's just a crazy.
What makes me mad about LA is they purposely write these signs so they can give tickets.
Oh, yeah.
No BS. I was in Santa Monica. I seen a sign that said, no parking before or after 6. I'm like, my nigga, just say no parking. like, just say that. So you're sitting here trying to read this sign like, okay, so when can I park here? Never. You can't park here.
You can't.
It said no parking before 6 p.m. and no parking after 6 p.m. I said, well, you just can't park here then.
Yeah.
Just say that.
You know what they have in New York? They made the speed limit in the city 25 miles per hour, right? So who's going 25 miles? Nobody's doing 25. But if you do 36, they have all these cameras everywhere, and they just send you these tickets, these speeding tickets to your house, $50, period. So you went 36, they just send you a ticket. You get tickets all the time just because the cameras. So now they ain't got to stop you. They just send the camera ticket.
That's crazy.
They get tickets for speed walking.
You switching too hard. You switching too like crackheads getting tickets like crazy because you know crackheads they walk fast. They walk fast.
I got a $500 ticket for busting a U-turn in Pasadena.
Oh, that's messed
what?
up.
For a U-turn?
A U-turn in Pasadena.
You can't U-turn?
Evidently, where the downtown, not the downtown area, but where all the shops are on Colorado. I saw this badass coat in the window of Banana Republic. I was headed to the highway. I saw the coat. I was like, oh, I gotta go check that motherfucker out. Hit the U-turn real quick because I had to make a U-turn, but my car was long, so I had to hit the backup real quick. Bro, as I'm making the U-turn, the cop is making it with me because he was 2 cars in front of me. So he backed up. As soon as we got straight, he pulled me right on over.
He was making it with you?
Bro, he
broke the law too, though.
He saw me pull out, and he was like, oh, okay. And he pulled out right with me. We both bagged up and, man, pulled me right on over.
Yeah, that's
right on over.
That wasn't even a U-turn. He should have been like, that's a 3-point turn, sir.
He didn't care. I tried to lie. I told him that we had because Farron and I, we had just came for dinner. I was like, I left my inhaler at the restaurant or my wallet at the restaurant. He didn't care nothing about that. He didn't care.
Was you wheezing? Was you trying to wheeze like you was talking to him?
I was like, no, he didn't care. I thought about offended a little bit, but I could tell the way the energy he came up to the car, he wasn't gonna go for it. So I was just like, let me just take this. I'm thinking it's gonna be like 250. I'm thinking it's gonna be like 250. Bro, when I found out it was $500, it hurt my heart. And I had to go to traffic school. I had to go to I went to Flappers and took the little traffic class up at Flappers. So I had to pay extra for that.
How many times y'all been told in LA?
I've never been told.
Thankfully, never been told.
I got repoed out of my garage.
What? I was randomly just thinking about that. Can they repo you if you have a garage?
Hey, they pulled me out of the garage. I just pulled in real quick to leave. I had a Sebring, convertible Sebring. And I jumped out of the car to run the house, came back. That nigga had me hooked, pulling me out of the garage.
I thought they couldn't do that with private property.
That Mexican was pulling my shit up out of there. I don't know what they told they was gonna give him. I think I was 2 years behind.
The fact that you had a Sebring at all and that it got towed.
What is a Sebring?
Fuck you, Kev.
They came back for the Sebring. They're like, you thought you was clever. You should have closed the door.
At least you saw it though. Like,
That's went out of business. Who makes Sebring?
Chrysler.
That's what Michael Scott drove on The Office.
Yeah. That's
the convertible was broke on it, Kev. So when I latched it, I had to tie it around the little thing on the at the top.
Yo, my first car, the driver's side door didn't close. I had to glue. It was a red Geo Metro. I had red duct tape to keep the door closed. I used to tell this joke on stage when I was first starting out. I remember I opened the door for Melissa. She was like, "Oh, you're so sweet." I was like, "Actually, I got to get in first." I mean, I am opening for you too, but first I got to go. But then you just hold it in for yourself. I was on the freeway one time. This thing flew open when I merged on the freeway. I had to drive with my arm on.
Ooh,
that's how trying to come up.
Listen, but I was so happy to have that car, bro. It didn't even matter to me.
Wait, do y'all remember the Honda Accords that used to have the flip-up light?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I had a Honda Accord with the flip-up light, but one day it flipped, so it was like a blink.
Your car was winking at you?
He always flirting, just driving down the street like, hey, big truck.
My first one,
don't lie.
My first car, I couldn't open my driver's side because the alarm would go off. Like, I don't know. I locked my keys in the car one time, had somebody, what do you call it?
Jimmy.
It jimmied it, and then it triggered the alarm. So every time I would open the door, the alarm would go off. So I had to get in through the passenger seat. Then, for some reason, something happened with my computer system, and the horn would beep whenever it wanted. So I would just be driving, and the horn would just beep, like for no reason. So I was on the freeway one time, and I'm looking behind me like, who's honking at me? And it was my car. And my car was just going off like beep, beep, beep. Yeah. So I had to go in there and take everything out. I took everything out. I just took all how you can take and unplug everything. I unplugged everything. So I had no horn. I had no what else was by that? I just took everything out because I was like, none of this works.
Wow. My car now, the Infinity, I don't know why, and I always forget to take it to the shop. But like, it like literally resets after I blow the horn 3 times. That 4th time, the horn just stays on, and it's nothing I can do to turn it off. It just, even if you turn the car off, the horn stays going. It's like an air horn, so it literally just has to expire. So like, if I do it, like even if somebody's about to pull over on me, I'm like beep beep, it like beep beep.
Oh shit!
And it's a big car too, so the horn is like. It's so embarrassing, but I never think about getting it fixed on an off day. It's only when I'm going somewhere that I forget about it and accidentally hit the horn because I gotta deal with that.
To this day,
it goes about 10 minutes. It's from like 5 to 10 minutes. This and you on the highway just like people looking at you like what's wrong?
I get it. To this day, I don't really honk my horn because I got like PTSD about it. Like I won't honk my horn because I don't want it to get stuck. Like to this day, I don't use my horn. I will roll my window down and be like, "Hey," but I will not. I won't honk my horn. Like I won't do it.
Mm-hmm. Y'all crazy. I can't deal with that.
What'd you say?
I said I can't deal with that. So you never had a car repo?
Yeah, but at least that's what I was saying.
Listen,
when you got yours, my bad, Tahir. My bad. Go ahead, Tahir. My bad.
I said we weren't 6'6" in a Sebring. Adee, there's no reason you should have in a goddamn Sebring at 6'6".
But this is the point. This is what pissed me off because I said, okay, let me call them and see if it's something that I can work out. Because they don't want this car. You got to tie up I'm the only motherfucker that wants this car. So they said if I want to get the car back, I have to pay $12,000.
Come on now.
How much is
I don't want that.
You can get 3 Sebrings for $12,000. You can buy 3 Sebrings brand new off the lot, 0 miles for $12,000.
I pulled it up on the Kelly Blue Book, and it said the value of a Sebring was $4,500 at the time.
Oh, come on, y'all.
That's pristine too.
I was like,
4 Sebring. I just said you could buy 4 of them joint.
You was close. I was like, y'all can keep that motherfucker.
Well, if you paying cash, they'll give you a deal. They'll throw in the 4th one. If you buy 3 of them,
you get it both. Like the Costco PJs.
Here,
hey man, we'll daisy loop these cars together. You just pull it like a train. You can have all of these. You take all of these out of here if you want.
At least
That's
you
how
saw
bad my credit was,
bro.
though. That's all I could get.
I didn't see mine get repoed. I thought it got stolen. Because I woke up, I thought it got stolen. I woke up and I was like, yo, the car is gone. I parked it I know I parked it right here. You know how you go, like I walked outside, walked back in the apartment, walked out like, oh no. When I was retracing my steps and I was like, okay, they got it. I'm ready to call the cops. She was my girl at the time. She was like, oh no, they probably came and got it because I ain't paid the car note this whole year. I was like, oh. And I had got a ticket. I got a parking ticket like 2 weeks before. That's how they found the car.
Oh,
man. So they knew where we was at. So they was just looking for it. So then I had parked and they came and got it. And they what they wanted for it, we was like, no, we on the bus. That's just how our life is now. We on the bus.
That's the one where you call the police. Hey, I think my car's stolen. No. The people who own it have it. Yeah, their car.
I tried to give my car back. I tried to give it back. I called them. I was like, I can't afford it. And I tried to give it back because I was thinking I would save my credit. It's the same thing. I should have just let them find me.
Well, yeah,
ain't no line on the credit but Onika gave it back. So y'all just give her 4 points.
You know what's cold?
She thought she was being responsible by saying, hey guys, I'm not in a financial position where I can continue to make these payments. If you would like to come retrieve the vehicle, you can. They was like, what? No, you signed the contract. I know, but I just want to let you know. I'm trying to be proactive and let you know I need to pay. Okay, cool. Hey, ruin her life. Can we ruin
They did. But I worked at a law firm. So it's this thing called unsavvy consumer. So I was able to get the stuff off my credit. Yay, me. That just means you're not smart. And they wasn't supposed to get a deal with me.
I wasn't not paying for it because I didn't want to, because I had did it before. I had a Dodge Intrepid. So I didn't pay it for 9 months. And it was only like a $12,000 car. They said, well, look, if you give us $6,200, you can have the car. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I paid them the $6,200 and I got the Dodge Intrepid. But my credit was so fucked up when I traded it in to get the Sebring, I was trying to do that with that car too.
So your Sebring was an upgrade? Your Sebring was an upgrade?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a Dodge Intrepid?
The Sebring is smaller than the Intrepid. The Intrepid is like a lowrider F-150. That joint is long, man. That Intrepid was 2 blocks long. You make a right turn for 3 minutes in an Intrepid.
Hey, Tahir, that was the thing that I could fit in at the time. So when I had to downgrade to the Sebring, I was like, fuck.
You don't know how old Adee is until he starts telling stories. He's like, so me and Dr. King, we were walking. Dr. King and Malcolm, we had a meeting right before practice. Y'all don't know King could hoop. Y'all don't know that. He could hoop.
Hey, when I said Intrepid, you should have saw Intrepid.
Them Intrepids were long.
Hey, listen. Keon, to your fact, Keon, I remember one time Adee was telling me how he worked on a steamboat in the jungle. I was like, nigga, what?
He's like, so I'm the only one that's been okay.
Hey,
I'm
to hear remember when I couldn't get that line? To hear remember when I couldn't get that line on the tax commercial?
Listen, I told y'all me and Adee did a commercial together, right? We did a local tax firm commercial together, right? Adee's line was like, what was the line, Adee? It was something, Kevin, it was literally like, I can't believe they give it for that cheap. Like, Adee was like, I can't believe cheap they would do it for like that. Wait, what? They was like, all right, let's take it one more time. The line is, I can't believe they would do it for that low. All right, cool. Here we go. I say my line. Adee was like, what? I can't believe that low they do it for. I can't believe it. Hey, no exaggeration.
Started with I can't believe and ended with I can't believe.
He did. Listen, no exaggeration.
I couldn't 30 get that line.
45 takes. 30 to 45 takes.
Line, bro.
Wait, Adee, you can read, right?
Huh?
You can read?
Yeah. Shut your ass up.
He answered in earnest. Yes, I can read.
And it wasn't even no.
He read it on the paper right. He would read it with the papers in front of him. I can't believe they'll do it for that cheap. I can't believe they'll do it for that cheap. I can't believe they'll do it for that cheap.
You pull that paper away?
This is how we do it. Nigga, what?
He turned into Yoda to here. Cheap, I can't believe they do that for.
Hey, I could not get that shit. I am not gonna lie.
Oh, shit.
Listen, I was so mad at AD, like, nigga, it's 7 words.
It'd be embarrassing too when you can't get a line right. You can see the frustration of the other people. Like
he was hot. He wanted to
Like, take 15.
And then
He was
listen,
like, nigga, we trying to go to lunch.
Nigga, I had
this
a
is
special
after-
commercial. The last one, I wasn't as bad as AD, but they had
hold on,
switched the line.
hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'll be quiet.
This was after they had already called the police on us because they thought we were shooting a porno.
Oh,
The
yeah.
girls of the shoot came with clothes, and somebody in the neighborhood, we were shooting on site, somebody in the neighborhood called the cops and said they're shooting an
They shooting
unlicensed
porno.
Were y'all in the valley?
No.
What
we
we
were
Mid-City?
we were out there, we weren't too far from like Marina Del Rey. We
Yeah.
were close out that way by LAX, like Westwood area.
Yeah.
Bro, they called the cops on us so fast. And this the last scene before they yell cut.
I couldn't get that shit, man.
I can't, Kev, now tell them what happened at the last shoot.
Oh, we was on the Spectre commercial, man. I was all in my AD bag. It was like first of all, saying 45 Mbps or whatever.
Yeah.
That ain't a natural thing to say.
No, it's not.
And I was like, Spectrum's inner speed 45 Malcolm X. And the more I messed up, my hands start getting clammy and stuff. I start seeing crew members like,
Oh.
The worst time to mess up is when you haven't had lunch and people are waiting to go to lunch. Even if there's food available and crafty, you need the mental break. And I was stumbling and bumbling. I'm like, I am sorry, everybody. I cannot say these words, me, Kevin.
I'm telling you, Tahir was gonna read them and I was gonna lip sing that shit.
It was so bad. Listen, we were on the Spectral shoot so long. Like, listen, anytime you're in front of a camera and this for a TV thing, and they ask you guys, you want to improv? You want to just improv something to do it? At the drop of a dime, you're like, yeah, I'm finna give them all of me, right?
Yeah,
bro. We had been on set for probably 8-9 hours. We're on the second to last shot that we think. So they're like, all right, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. They're like, Kev, do you want to improv in it? Kev's like, no, I don't want to do it any other way. Just tell me what you want, and I'll say that.
That last one, I kid you not, bruh. I just didn't have it today.
No. I couldn't get
bro,
that
you think
shit.
like my biggest mistake is you think the TV commercial at most literally has 5 lines that are very short. It's like Tahir thing, Thursday night, House of Blues. It'd be so short. Bro, the amount of times you have to shoot these lines, it be like, bro, y'all, we have given it to you 10 times from every 10 times for safety. But what I realized about this industry, they pay you for the day. They want that day. I don't care if we gonna use it. If we got it, I paid you for the day. You gonna give it to me upside down, underwater until the day is over.
Yeah,
I did a Google commercial, and all I said in the commercial was, "Hey." That's all I said. I'm not bullshitting when I say we filmed that probably like 20-something times.
Oh my God.
I wasn't saying, hey, right. It was like, okay, this time, could you tilt your head 1/4 of an inch, look this way, just give it. And they were like, be happier. So I was like, hey, you're too happy. You're too happy. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back. And I got so frustrated that my co-star, she has so many commercials, I see her all the time. She was like, hey guys, it's his first one. She started sticking up for me. She could see that I was like, I'm about to quit. Take your money. I don't want to do this no more. This is stupid.
Bro,
No, I'm telling you, what messed me up is being on my own shoots with transit and stuff. When we got it, we move on.
Yeah.
We've been doing it, like when we're doing our stuff, we don't be there all day. We be trying to get 4 or 5 whole sketches. So when you gotta do one, I'd be like, bruh, enough.
bro.
Yeah.
When the
Enough.
client is there, the client, I feel like it's one person there that's like, yeah, no, we can't move on yet. We got to get it. Let me tell y'all one of the first times I did the charter commercial with Spectrum commercial with Kev. So I'm excited, right? They got me in the scene, and when I get there, they place us and show us where we're gonna be. I'm like, oh, this is great, right? Boom, 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 right? Then there's like, Tahir, when Tony is standing in front of the TV, Kev and Melissa walk in, they're back in from vacation, they drop their bags, they see Tony. You know, before they come in, I want you and Tony to grip up. I want you to slap fives and make it yours. I'm like, cool. And then you guys get a little banter back and forth. I'm like, absolutely, let's go, right? So we do it a couple times. They was like, all right, you know what, Tahir? Let's lose the banter. Let's lose the banter.
Tahir, let me tell it, because it's funnier because it happened to you.
Go ahead.
Tahir was trying to be so professional, y'all. The end of the story is they eventually don't want Tahir to do anything. So they start with let's do the dap up, man, and hug him, bring him in on the full grap up. Okay, you know, that's too much. Just dap up. Okay, you know what? Next take, just do this. Okay, you know that ain't really working to here. Just stand up kind of near Tony, and then like when he does something like yeah. Okay, no, that ain't working. Okay, just sit down for us to hear. Okay, you know what? Just scoot over to your right a little bit. No, a little more. Yeah, can you just, okay, you know what? Just stand outside of the commercial set. Just stand in the grass. Oh, no, we can feel your presence. Okay, go to craft services for a minute. We're just gonna shoot a couple while you're picking up a snack. Okay, go home. They slowly moved to here all the way out of this commercial.
And then they did all of that to bring me back and just shoot it dirty with my shoulder in the shot. So all you see is just the back of my shoulder in the shot, and then it goes to another camera angle, right? And so they get that shot out of the way, and then now they're just shooting Tony. They're just shooting Tony's line, right? I don't have the line anymore. So I'm like, fine, I'll just move, right? I go back to the waiting room. They said, can we get Tahir in here? I come in, I was like, oh, y'all want me? They was like, we just need your presence.
Damn. That is horrible. Oh man.
I thought they wanted me to sit on the couch, like just the presence of me on the couch. No, I wasn't even in the shot. I was just on the area. They was like, we just need your presence. What does that even mean?
It was like, can you come here real quick and see what you could be doing? Can you just come here and watch as your soul melts away?
Spirit. They needed your spirit, man. They needed your spirit, man.
In Tahir's defense, though, he remained completely professional the whole time. They embarrassed him. And they also paid him his full rate.
Yeah.
Right.
They did that to Melissa, too. Melissa was talking and stuff. And then they gave her like, yeah, say this to the girl as y'all walk over. And then this is no lie. The next time they were like, how about mute happiness? Can you convey mute happiness?
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Mute happiness?
Oh, they disrespectful at Spectrum.
Can you convey mute happiness for us? Just
what do you
like you would
what do you
say
think is
something
worse?
happy if you could talk.
What do you think is worse, the actual shoot or the audition when they're doing that and you haven't even got it yet?
The audition is the absolute worst.
The audition, bro, they be just doing. I hate when I be bombing the audition, and then as soon as they be like, okay, well, thank you. I'm in the shower. I get every line correct. While I'm like, I'm by myself.
You should relax. You should relax.
I done bombed so many auditions. I bombed one audition so bad I almost said thank you to myself. Like, you know what, thank you. I know for sure I didn't get this.
Well, I left an audition one time. I said, after like a few, I was like, this is stupid. And I just left. I've
done that too. One time, Keon, I came to an audition. I thought they wanted me, the person, Kevin, like, hey, we want you to come and read. I get to the lobby. There are 7 other 6 foot tall, bald black guys. I was like, All right, y'all, I don't need this. Stop lying to me and making me feel special, y'all. I never even seen no other bald black dudes in LA like this. I said, this is all kind of us.
Yeah.
I went in one time. It was for like, you know, we need attractive, athletic, blah blah. This is LA. You know what I'm saying? Like LA. I walked in and saw the rest of them dudes. I was like, nigga, I'm a 3. This is dumb.
You be like,
it was like Idris Elba looking dudes. I was like, I can't. I'm not gonna get this.
I mean, I'm attractive and athletic, but these guys, I mean,
These dudes.
Like, they're gorgeous. Zoot.
The last time we were in New York, New York for 11 days that Kev was speaking about earlier, I had did an audition prior to us going to New York, and I killed it. And this is for a new show, it's a new black show. I'm really excited about it. They was like, we got to have you come back when the directors and the money is in the room because you're going to blow them away. So, of course, they called me while I'm in New York, and they was like, can you get here tomorrow? And I was like, I'm in New York on tour. And they was like, well, the director and the money will be here tomorrow. If you want this role, you'll find a way. So I'm like, damn. I had to miss a show, a $500 round ticket to just do the thing and come right back. I get there, get my car, go to the audition, read over the lines. I'm ready. I walk in. I fumbled that damn audition. So imagine somebody balancing plates on a serving tray on their finger, walking down the steps in roller skates. I took that first step. The whole time I couldn't recover. I was like, you mind if I reset? They was like, yeah, go ahead, take your time, and just start again. I was like, cool. Started over, took a deep breath. Messed up every word that came out. I just was like, I gotta catch my flight. I didn't even wait
catch the flight.
What's that flight back to here where you spent the $500 and you just that's gone.
Bro, I got so lit on the way to that because I ain't drive. I had an Uber, so I got lit in the Uber. I got lit waiting on the plane to board. I didn't want to remember anything. I wanted to wake up back at my hotel in New York and just think it was a dream. That's how bad it was. Lost $500. That was shirt money. I had just made that $500.
Listen, I remember when Tahir came into the green room the next show. We was like, how? He was just I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. He was like, oh, okay.
All right, man. We are already just about over, man. So we are going to get ready for the wrap-ups right now. So this is the time, Adee, where we kind of just tell people what we got going on.
Okay.
If you got to hit your Cash App, you can tell them thank you for your Cash Apps. And then if you got anything coming up, you can let them know that as well. So let's go, Keon, so they know how to do it. And then we'll go Onika, Adee, and Kev will close out.
Oh, man. I definitely, well, thank you, everybody who Cash at me. The name's in there, but I'm going to fumble over my phone. We didn't talk about fumbling so much. I'm scared to read the names. But thank you, everybody who hit the Cash App. Coming up, no live shows, but check out Keon's All-Star Team on Kev on Stage app. Make sure y'all get the app. It's a dope app, dope content. It's also on my YouTube page. There's certain episodes that are only on Kev's app. There's certain episodes that are on my YouTube page. So check them out on both. And Daddy Issues, me, Tony Baker, DC Urban, Chaz Rogers, and Craig Wans drops on every Thursday. And that's it. Oh, and my merch. Get my t-shirts and hoodies.
Yeah, I didn't try to buy the shirt. I ain't got my hoodie because you tried to give it to me and then you never gave it to me.
What are you talking about? You never told me what you needed.
I told you the extra large hella hoodie.
Oh, you know what happened?
I sent you the Cash App. You sent it back, and then you never gave me the hoodie.
I got you confused with Melissa because she was like, "Can you make one that says Hecka?" And I was like, "I ain't doing that."
Oh.
And I just left it alone. Like, I forgot, and I was like, "I ain't doing all that." And I just left it alone.
This is why I like to just buy my friends stuff from their store because they always got a reason. No, I'm gonna drop it off at the house.
Come over and use the trampoline, and I'll bring it.
All right, drop it off.
Okay, so my turn. So Onika Comedy on Instagram, follow me. I'm on Onika Comedy on YouTube. I have a podcast with me tonight. I have a bunch of shows coming up. I have a drive-in comedy show. If you're in the New York area, Lindenwood Diner, you drive up, I'm standing on stage and you beep your horn and say, that's how you laugh. I'm in the Funny Bone in Kansas City on the 23rd through the 26th, I guess, whatever that is, that weekend. And then I'm in Atlanta. I'm at Oak on Friday and Saturday on the 30th and the 29th and the 30th. And then I have another show in Atlanta on the 31st. So I'm out here.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, anybody that sent me anything on CashApp, I can't see it because I'm new to this. It's at AD Worldwide. That's all my social media platforms. I got one show out here in the Inland Empire that we're building. It's February 11th. It's an inside show, social distance, mask, the whole deal. But it's the first show in the Inland Empire since the pandemic. So if you hit my Instagram or the website, you can find tickets, but you have to buy a table because we're trying not to have too many people in there. So if you buy your table, it saves you a spot. But besides that, I got merch, AD Worldwide, Hollywatts. Kev, we got to talk. I got some business for you that we need to put together. But again, Tahir, I appreciate you, man, for letting me zoom in with the homies. And that's it.
I'm just laughing because he like, Kev, we need to talk in front of everybody. So if Kev don't do it, he be like, I told you in front of the world. That has some business.
Kev, I need to talk to you about your app. Me too, Kev. I got to talk to you about your app.
That's why you put him on blast.
I got a whole album that you can have.
Hey, you ain't never did that with your merch? Hey, bro, you don't want to buy your girl a t-shirt?
That's undefeated, bro. They like, hey, go ahead and grab one.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay. What you got, Kev?
The app, man. Really download the app, man. We really trying to get it popping. Actually, people really have been supporting in large numbers. Really happy with what we're doing. I hope we, you know what I'm saying? It's like being able to be on Netflix the first year it came out when they were still doing DVDs. Like, I want y'all to be able to help us grow what we want. Y'all seen the white people at the Capitol? We got to have our own stuff. These white people they attacking each other now. Hey, y'all go ahead and do all that. We gonna be over here. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great opportunity to support the content that you want and the creators that you want to see. And the app is really, and I truly mean this, it's not just about me. I'm just like I'm a door in, but the whole goal is to get other people. That's why from the beginning, like we have Keon's show, as soon as the app dropped, we're gonna have other people's stuff, and I'm not even in all those episodes. It's just a great show. I love Keon's All Stars. I used to be arguing in the comments on his Instagram, and I was, no, man, you gonna put a convection oven in there. So yeah, download that. Also, Keep Your Distance comes back January 22nd. Go ahead and get that too. You know, honestly, everything I make pretty much going back into the app, whether it's through the app, through Keep Your Distance, through merch. We put it all back into the business. Eventually, we're going to be able to make movies and stuff and just be direct to consumer. And then Hollywood going to be like, man, let me hold that movie off you for $300,000, for $1 million. Yep. Be like, yeah, no, man, I can give it to me for $2 million. $300,000. Those were last year's prices. Huh? What's that BET Plus? You ain't got no movies, do you? Oh, you done ran out of Baby Boy plays, have you? Let me see what I got in the file.
Baby Boy?
Yeah.
So nah, man, I think the people are helping us position ourselves to own this stuff. That is the key to what we are trying to do. Own and license, not sell. I admire Dave Chappelle, but him admitting that show that he couldn't even use his own name, I was like, bro, we can't be in that. And I'm not blaming him. The industry is designed to take advantage of you like that. The music industry, the film industry, it's all designed to do that. But we are putting ourselves in a position not to be taken advantage of like that. So we need y'all support to do that. So download the app. You're really supporting more than just me. It's a community of Black creators.
Absolutely. And Kev's new studio is like 5 minutes from my house. I just said that out loud in public. So Kev got to have me down there. Ain't no excuse.
Listen, let me tell y'all what.
I'm a creator. I'm a Black person that's creative.
We got you, Onika. And AD, we got to talk. Let me tell y'all what. I need y'all to understand something. Melissa, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go after this. That soundstage, them videos look inspiring, and them pictures look inspiring. That thing is a investment. Amen. We just had a call about how much the internet costs. The internet alone is more about what I paid in my first apartment here. This building is expensive. In order to own your own stuff, you gotta put that money up front. There's like our app. I want people to understand. There's no Silicon Valley. There's no rich uncle. There's no outside investment. It is just us and y'all's subscriptions. Yeah. So y'all can really help by buying Keep Your Distance tickets and supporting the app. If y'all do that, we gonna keep giving it to y'all.
We're gonna be all right. Okay.
Now you just stressed. That cigarette real now.
Listen, man. We be getting off the phone off these design calls, and I be like, "Oh my God, what have we done?"
You know it's bad when he put the fire in his mouth. He's smoking a cigarette backwards. Damn.
Let me tell you what, bro. Sound dampening a building that big. Woo!
Somebody in the comments said you need to start a building fund.
Listen, Keep Your Distance comedy is the building fund. Every time y'all buy a ticket, y'all done put in on a little bit of something.
Oh my God, man. That's so funny and stupid. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight, man. And I want to give a big shout out to, let me pull it up real quick, Nick. And the CashApps, we have Josh English. That was the old one. I'm sorry. Amory Day Spot. Shout out to her, man. They bought so many of
man
and Kev shirts and Tony shirts. They are in Michigan. If you are ever out there, check out Amory Day Spot. Super dope. Christian Mays, Brother in Blue, Shannon Ulita Underwood, Edward LeBaron, and Josh English. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
LeBaron is a good dude, man.
He is.
LeBaron is a good dude.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he sent me some stuff today. I got some new stuff I'm going to be working on. But I want to give a big shout out to Kev, man. What we're doing with the app is unprecedented, and please just support it. We're not asking y'all to do anything for free. We not. It's not like we just, hey, give us $5 or $50, man. We are putting up the best of the best content, man. We had so much fun doing the challenge show, and the whole time we were doing those shows, we were like, they gonna love this. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, man, I killed it. It was like, they gonna love this. They're gonna
Tahir been killing, by the way. You've been so funny in these first 2 episodes. I just realized all the promo clips are you. I've been like legit dying at you. You are. And I agree with that, and I'm sorry to talk, but
no, go ahead,
bro. It's such a group effort. Like when we was doing the basketball thing, Spice did a whole bunch of funny stuff, but Keon was like, "Spice, try this," and then Spice will do it, and it'd be so funny, and nobody is like, "Oh man, I'm gonna keep the funny stuff for myself." Like we ain't really on that. Like that's why I like our class of comedians. We're not on that. I gotta win at your expense. If it's funny, even at like the jokes that Keon would give Spice were at Keon's expense. But it made the episode funny.
And he didn't ask for credit for it. Like Spice would say,
nobody would even know if I just didn't say it right now.
Yeah. Keon is an amazing tagger.
Somebody mentioned the other day about the support, because Cotty had pulled up to the podcast. She had to get the kids, and she had on Melissa's sweatshirt. And they were just saying man, it's just support City.
Support City, man. When one wins, we all win.
Yeah. Keon wasn't even going to. Keon tried to send the money back to me too, Kev, but I bought it through his website. He was like, "I'm not going to send it."
It's on the website now.
Yeah. And so I was
it
like,
wasn't on the website when I asked.
No,
I went to the website. He was like, "I'm just having people DM me." I was like, I ain't not trying to do all that because I do.
I'm not doing all of that.
You do the hand-to-hand stuff; it'll never come.
It was for my daughter. That's the only reason he mailed it, because it was for my daughter. I was like, I bought that for my daughter. So if you don't get it, she don't get it. And all she wanted was hoodie. So so he went ahead and sealed it with his punk ass. But yeah, the app, man, the app is ensuring that we are able to continue to eventually get our foot in there, eventually snatch it off the hinges.
Nah, to hear we not even putting our foot in their door. We are cutting the trees down of a whole different path.
You're right.
They're gonna come back to us like, y'all did what? Okay, what will it take? We're not playing the game the same way no more. It's a different game.
I agree.
That's
I'm
game.
with it, man.
All right, y'all. Love you. Bye. Now I'm tired.
Yeah. I'm coming to use that trampoline, bro.
Pull up. Just get
Anyway,
tested.
thank y'all for watching another episode of Zooming with the Homies, man. Shout out to the Rewatch Gang. Shout out to the Scary Squad and the More Mob as well. All y'all information is in the description. Thanks to the MooreMods. Shout out to Hippie Goes for handling all the business. Jennifer Rivas and Stephen Ocon as well. Shout out to Kadeem for running the scenes behind the scenes. We got the promos going at the bottom. Yeah, we got a lot of things coming. So please keep looking out. Please keep supporting. Thank y'all so much for supporting thus far. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week, man. Y'all be easy and peace.
Peace.
No, you wrote it, nigga. You wrote it. You got beat by a nigga who quit.
Kids, fuck them kids, Milan. I'm a big
die. The thought of pink nipples drives me insane. Oh,
You are now watching Zooming with the Homies.